Hey there, how you doing? My name is Ragnar Avery. I'm a photographer for the Crooked Tree Art Center, and I've had a lot of opportunities to photograph art with many different artists, including my wife. And today, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to improve the image quality when you take images of your art with your cell phone. So my setup today is to use an easel, a simple easel, but I've used a level to make sure that it's nearly vertical while still keeping the art safe. I'm using a white canvas so you can see how the light casts across it. And then I've got my phone on a tripod with a clamp that I got from Amazon. And again, I've used the same level to get it perpendicular to the art. So the first thing we want to do is we want to work on our light source. So the light source needs to be diffused. That way that you get even lighting across the art. A good way to do this is to use a north window or shoot on a cloudy day. You also want to take your art and position it perpendicular to the light source so that the light is cast across the art and not directly onto the art. Now, one thing that can be very helpful is to take a white foam core or a white piece of cardboard and then use it opposite the light to then reflect onto the canvas, and then you can get your lighting evenly. This might be a good opportunity to team up with a fellow artist or a friend. You don't be afraid also to take the easel and slightly tilt it so that you might get a better casting of the light across the art. Okay? Then the next thing we want to do is worry about alignment before we take the image. So I recommend using this easel method or hanging the art on a wall as long as it's perpendicular to your light source. Then you want to position the phone parallel to the art, like I said, using like a simple level. And the other thing that I try to do is I take the level and I level the phone with the art, and then I also make sure that the height of the phone's image sensor lens is in the middle of the art. If the art were a portrait, as we have here, I have the phone in portrait mode. If the art were in landscape mode, this clamp allows us to then move the phone in landscape mode and fill the phone with the art so that you have the best quality of image. The next thing is to do your image capture. So you don't want to zoom your phone in. It will degrade the image quality. I recommend that you have a way of steadying the phone with a tripod and a clamp if possible. And then if you can, then use either a remote trigger or time delay on your phone to eliminate any shake when the phone takes the picture. Now that we've got the image captured, we're ready to edit. So when we edit, what we'll do is we can use our phone's internal editing to a certain point. But there is a great app called Snapseed that's free app for any phone that you can use for editing. And it has many of the same editing features that are in your phone, plus some other ones that aren't in your phone. So first thing we want to do is crop around the art to make sure that there's no distracting exterior elements. Since you've kept everything square, you should not have any keystoning that would show your art as being distorted. I would check for color and exposure and make sure that the art and the image on the phone look similar. And then I would check for sharpness by zooming in on the image, make sure it's sharp enough. Be careful if you use saturation because this can start distorting the colors of your art and not be represented what you want. So now, when you got the image edited, especially if you're in Snapseed, you can now prepare it for sharing either on social media or submitting to an art show. Snapseed has, when you open up the app, there are 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. That'll open you up to the settings. Once you get to the settings, there's sharing options. And in sharing options, you can resize to 1920 pixels. 1920 pixels is the preferred image size for like Facebook or Instagram. And it's also the pixel size of image that's good for art shows and that kind of thing. for submitting for art shows. So I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our staff at Crooked Tree Arts Center, and we can get you the information you need. So have a creative day. Thank you so much.